pretty good to me. Batman versus Superman now in theaters. I've been looking forward to this one. Las Vegas Weekly film critic Josh Bell screened the film already. He's here with the preview. No spoilers, don't worry. The man's a professional. He knows what he's doing. So give me a sense.
I would say that if you're looking forward to it, you might enjoy parts of it.
That doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement.
Yeah, no, I can't unfortunately give it a ringing endorsement. This movie is... Part of the problem with this movie is it has to do so much. It's a sequel to Man of Steel, the Superman movie that came out a few years ago. It's got to introduce Batman, Ben Affleck as the new Batman. It's got to introduce Wonder Woman. It's got to set up a Justice League team-up movie that's coming. It's got to set up potential solo movies for these other characters. So there's just so many elements that they kind of cram into this movie. And even though it's 2.5 hours long, it's very jumbled. It's like watching a highlight reel of an entire TV season. So.
Right. Not only is there a lot going on, but they have to appeal to such a wide array of viewers, right? So you got the diehard fans who, they know this stuff. They don't need their hands held. But then you got the sort of the average fan who kind of, they don't get it, right? Right,
and I think the diehard fans, they're definitely, I think, kind of pandering to those fans, especially with the glimpses of these other characters that if you're a casual fan or if you don't know anything about that, there's a lot of little sequences in this movie that you might be baffled by. But they are also restating the origin of Batman, which we've seen a million times, but because he's being reintroduced here, you get to see that again. And they're telling a fairly simple story. Weirdly, although they cram all these extraneous elements in, the story itself is pretty basic. Batman, as well as the villain Lex Luthor, played by Jesse Eisenberg, they want to get their hands on some kryptonite so they can weaken Superman, and they have these kind of ideological differences, which is the most interesting thing about the film. But then they get thrown away, especially in the final act, they can fight a big monster that really doesn't make a whole lot of sense when he comes in. So it's kind of a mess.
A big to do with this movie, and it really hurts for me to hear you say that. I've been really looking forward to it. Okay, a big thing was made about Ben Affleck, right?
Yes.
A lot of people freaked out about that. They didn't like it. What's your take? How did you
I thought he did a solid job. I mean, I think both him and Henry Cavill, who plays Superman, because the movie is so grim and so serious, they don't have a lot of chance for range in their performances. But within what they're allowed to do, I think they both do solid jobs. I think Gal Gadot, who shows up as Wonder Woman in just a few scenes, is probably the highlight of the movie. It makes me look forward to the Wonder Woman movie more than I was excited to see this movie.
Wow. Okay, Josh Bell, as always, thank you so much for your time and expertise, even though I'm going to go cry now.
A little teary-eyed. I was looking forward to this one. Well, it's got good eye